Happy Sunday, fun day. We are waking up to dry conditions across the region, but we're tracking storms as we end out the weekend. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
This morning on DC News Now, annual Cherry Blossom Festival is fully underway in DC. A recap of yesterday's opening ceremony and an update on the blossoms. And a rally today pushing back against a bike lane closure in DC, where that rally will be and why federal officials are removing it. And the madness continues. University of Maryland's women's basketball team will face off against an old foe in an NCAA tournament matchup later today.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us here on DC News Now. I'm Tosin Fakila. Your time is 7 o'clock. It is Sunday, March 22nd. Welcome to the second full day of spring. Who is loving it so far? I know I am, and we hope it'll continue today. Brittany Ward joins us in a few seconds with more on what spring has in store for us today, but it could be a good day to head to the Tidal Basin to get a peek at the cherry blossoms in development. Head on outside right now with a look at the Tidal Basin. The blossoms are getting ready to bloom. This live camera is courtesy EarthCam. National Park Service says the cherry blossoms reached stage 4 yesterday. NPS predicted stage 6 peak bloom between March 29th and April 1st. And Brittany, I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones loving this weather. The blossoms have to be loving them too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They love the warm, which is why they are kind of speeding up their process. Just like people, we like to get outside, we like to be warm. Well, the blossoms like to open up during those warm conditions. But yes, we are at stage 4. We hit that yesterday. That is the peduncle elongation stage. We have 2 more stages left, or I should say 1 more stage left until we see the iconic peak bloom. That is the puffy white stage. So hopefully we could see puffy white maybe sometime today or even this week, and then peak bloom, before you know it, will be here. But let's talk about the weather. Closer to home, radar showing you those dry conditions, but that's going to change as we head into your Sunday night. A cold front will dive its way into the region. That's going to be sparking up showers and storms across the area as we end out the weekend. At least temperatures right now not looking too bad. We're very mild. We're sitting at 49 degrees right now in DC, 50 as you head out towards Leesburg. You're sitting at 43 degrees right now in Hagerstown. And as we head through the afternoon, Tosin, I'm tracking 80s in the forecast with a few locations potentially breaking a few records this afternoon. So keep it here. We'll talk more about that forecast, Tosin. Have a look at the records coming up.
All right, Brittany, we'll check in with you soon. Thank you. Hey, all we can talk about are cherry blossoms and the National Cherry Blossom Festival. It is officially underway. The signature opening ceremony kicked off yesterday, and we are inching closer to peak bloom as the cherry blossoms hit yet another development stage. DC News Now's Dave Laval has more in this weekend's celebrations.
The cherry blossoms could reach peak bloom as early as next weekend. For people who gathered here at the Daughters of the American Revolution Saturday night, they're just glad the festival is back in town.
Amazing, amazing.
Lara Butner traveled from Toronto, Canada for the opening ceremonies of the National Cherry Blossom Festival. Needless to say, she did not go home disappointed.
The performances were fantastic. Did you see them doing the somersaults and doing the knives?
Japanese-themed performances entertained the crowd that packed the Daughters of the American Revolution for the program.
Honestly, the life and everything, the beauty, the art, the culture of Japan and U.S. coming together, I find that very beautiful.
Last year's festival attracted just over 1.5 million people, with an economic impact to the area of at least $200 million, according to Mayor Muriel Bowser. She joined Japan's ambassador to Washington in the annual Moment of Friendship, as both leaders shared their messages of hope for the festival.
May Japan-U.S. friendship continue to blossom for generations to come.
Where there is hope in a heart, there is life.
The festival commemorates the 1912 gift of 3,000 Japanese cherry trees from Tokyo to the U.S. Add to the list this year, as Japan gifted 250 additional trees to mark America's 250th anniversary.
It was a wonderful kickoff of the whole Cherry Blossom Festival.
The Cherry Blossom Festival runs through April 12th, and all the events are free. By the way, next year marks the 100th anniversary of the festival. In Northwest, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thank you. New this morning, Montgomery County Police investigating a deadly crash in Rockville. It happened early this morning. Police say they found 3 people at the scene. 1 person died there. Another person was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The 3rd person's condition is unknown. Police have closed off Norbeck Road at 1st Street and East Goody Drive at Taft Street. And 2 women are recovering in the hospital this morning after a shooting in Prince George's County. The shooting happened near Neptune Avenue and Audrey Lane in Glass Manor. Investigators say 2 women were injured and taken to the hospital. And Loudoun County Fire and Dominion Energy say they found no hazards after several reports of a loud boom Friday night in Loudoun County, Virginia and Frederick County, Maryland. The flash of light roughly 1 mile from downtown Leesburg, as you can see right here, was caught on camera at about 10:50 p.m. Friday. The same time frame, officials say crews were called to a Dominion Energy substation. 2 reports had come in for a loud boom near Market, Eyre, and Wirt Streets. A spokesperson for Dominion says their records show no incidents, power outages, or explosions at any substations near Leesburg at the time. 7:06 DC News Now is your local election headquarters. A big endorsement in DC's mayoral race. The advocacy nonprofit Free DC throwing their support behind Councilmember Janice Lewis George. The organization says a poll shows 90% of its members support Lewis George, and they believe the election is the most important one for the district in years.
City is not concerned about DC's autonomy, home rule that we have now, the ability to elect our local leaders. We have to have our leaders seated and those seats sworn in so our democracy can continue here in DC.
DC Councilmember Robert White, who's running for Congress, is also endorsing Janice Lewis George. Happening today, bikers are expected to gather at Lincoln Park to protest the removal of the 15th Street bike lane. It comes as federal officials ordered the removal of that lane. The Federal Highway Administration says the nation's capital is one of the most congested cities in America and adds bike lane placements must complement normal road activities, not compete with them. A DC transportation study shows the protected lane led to a nearly 70% drop in bike crashes and an almost 50% dip in all collisions. Advocates argue this will make the area less safe for everyone.
Micromobility, including motorized wheelchairs, use these lanes. We know people on bicycles and scooters use these lanes. The mall has really long distances. It's actually really much more efficient for folks who have mobility issues to be on a bicycle or their motorized wheelchair and use the bike lanes rather than to be using the sidewalks and mixed up with all the pedestrians. And we know from many, many studies that that's much safer for everyone.
A 15th Street bike lane runs from Capitol Hill to Jefferson Memorial. Taking a look at the Capitol Hill, where lawmakers are still trying to figure out how to fund Homeland Security. The partial government shutdown now in day 36. Congress holding a rare weekend session to help end the shutdown. Yesterday, the Senate rejected a motion by Democratic lawmakers to reopen TSA and pay workers. Meantime, President Trump says if the partial shutdown persists, he will send ICE to airports to fill security roles starting tomorrow. In a series of social media posts yesterday, Trump suggested bringing the immigration crackdown to airports, promising to arrest illegal immigrants. Over 350 TSA workers have quit so far, contributing to long security lines at airports. And the world's busiest airport, Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson, also facing major delays. Long TSA lines driven by the staffing shortages because of this shutdown. Archid Seshadri in Atlanta reports on the latest.
Atlanta airport leaders say 1 out of 3 TSA employees have called out, and that is exactly why these lines continue to build now into the 5th week here at the airport. They're simply telling people to get to the airport early just in case of these long lines. Travel headaches continue at Hartsfield-Jackson International, where security wait times are now topping an hour.
I've been waiting in this line for about half an hour, and when I first arrived, it said the estimated wait time was about 50 minutes, and I just checked, and now it's bumped up to 75.
Inside Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, the lines continue to build, with the average wait time about 75 minutes inside the North Terminal at the main checkpoint. That's why some travelers say they're not just getting to the airport 2 or 3 hours before their flight, but in fact up to 5 hours before their scheduled departure to account for those long security lines.
I'm 5 hours early because I knew that the line is going to be long, but I didn't expect it to be this long. So the website said it's like 5 minutes wait, but end up when I saw it, it's 60 minutes. I'm so glad I got here early.
Some lines now stretch back to baggage claim, with bottlenecks also building at the international terminal.
So we're heading back home. We had a fantastic trip. It snowed on us. We loved it because we're heading back to Florida where it's hot and sunny. But we're stuck in Atlanta. We got here several hours before our flight doesn't leave until 6:45, but I know what time it is now, 2:45. I'm hoping that we still make our flight because we're still stuck in the line.
Airport leaders urging passengers to arrive at least 3 hours early as TSA shortages continue to impact operations. Reporting in Hartsfield-Jackson International, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Our thanks to him for that report. Thousands of runners hit the streets for the St. Jude Rock and Roll races. That was yesterday. It was a half marathon and a 5K. People who took to the streets say they ran to support cancer research and raise funds for families with cancer patients. And more fresh produce on people's tables in D.C. A community farmers market happened in Southeast at Anacostia High School yesterday. It was hosted by WellPoint D.C. Produce was provided by local farmers through Anacostia High School and UDC Greenhouse Collaborative.